Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie. I'm from about faith, lifestyle, relationships, just basically anything that interests me. If you're new here, welcome. I'm super grateful that you stopped by, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Your support means a lot to me. So today, from the title, you already know what this video is about. My body after childbirth. Do I love it? Do I appreciate it? Is it what I expected it to be? Is it still how it was? Is there anything I would have wanted better? To find out all about this, then please, stay tuned, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. So this time, I don't know why I'm smiling so hard. First of all, I'm going to put out there my pregnancy was the best, the smoothest pregnancy. So I'm going to be talking about weight gain, weight loss, stretch marks, things I wish I should have done better, complexion, just everything in between. So I'm going to start with stretch marks, because that's what bothers a lot of women or a lot of ladies. Even those who are not married, they're like, oh god, I don't want to be pregnant because my body's going to be this, my body's going to be that. So flashback to when I was single, I heard a lot of creepy stories, like when you're pregnant, you're going to throw up, you're going to be fat, you're going to be this, really scary, stupid stories. I'm here to put it to you that it doesn't happen to everybody. My pregnancy was like the smoothest, the most beautiful pregnancy ever. So you really don't know how it's going to be. And I also owe it to my genes. Yeah, I would say I also owe it to my genes, because even though my mom is late, but when I was pregnant and I have a video call with her sister, the sister will keep saying, you look exactly like your mom. You're not so fat. Your mom wasn't so fat. Your mom wasn't so this. Don't worry, you're not going to have stretch marks. Your mom didn't have stretch marks and all of that. So, my pregnancy wasn't like any of those things that people told me. My pregnancy was for me. You understand? Whatever happened to my body is what was supposed to happen to my body. It's not one of those things you see online. So for stretch marks, did I have stretch marks? Yes, I had stretch marks, but not the scary ones. So even after I didn't have stretch marks on my tummy. I don't have stretch marks elsewhere from because of pregnancy rather. I'm so glad to share this. I've been meaning to film this video, so I'm really glad that I get to film this video and I get to share this with my YouTube family. Stretch marks I had from pregnancy appeared on my tummy, and thankfully it wasn't the type. So no disrespect to anyone who has really serious stretch marks. It's kudos to you. You did so well. This is our souvenir for bringing forth a child to the world. So kudos to you. No disrespect whatsoever, but I'm talking about myself. So my stretch marks wasn't like any of those things I saw on Pinterest. I was I was online a lot of the time when I was pregnant, and that already would have given me a mental breakdown, because the things I saw on YouTube, I watch a lot of YouTube videos on women giving birth, their labor videos, their labor vlogs and all of those things, and I saw people's body or women's body after childbirth on Pinterest, and oh my god, you can just go on Pinterest and Google mommy tummy or search for mommy tummy, and you're going to see a lot of things. So thankfully my stretch marks wasn't like any of those kind of things that I saw. So immediately I put to bed, I started this therapy. Oh god, I would have loved to share with you guys, so just hold on for a moment. So as I was saying, after I delivered on my baby, I had to start a therapy as soon as possible, because even on the hospital bed, so my sissy came to visit. If you know my sissy, then you know her. She came to visit, or her mom gave birth in the same hospital as me, so she was in a different room, but so when she came to visit, I was like, please snap my tummy. So since I did a C-section, I couldn't stand up for some days. I just had to lie on my back, but I desperately wanted to see what my tummy looked like. And She did, and I was like, oh my god, this stretch marks don't look so good. So, a friend of mine suggested something for me. You know, she's somehow, her complexion is almost like, my complexion. But I went to the cosmetics store and didn't find what she suggested. So I just decided to go on Google and search something. I'm one of those people who buy cosmetics of reviews I get from Google, YouTube, Pinterest. I'm one of those people. So I got this and it worked pretty well for me. I don't know if you can see. By the time I had even remembered that I was supposed to use shea butter, as I saw on TikTok, I told you already I'm one of those people. I had already used this for like 1 month plus and it worked wonders. So my stretch marks were really dark, like really dark, but after 1 month plus of using this, everything lightened off. I still have those strips. If you look at my tummy, I don't know if I'm willing to share my tummy right now, but if you look at my tummy, you would see that I still have those, tiny bit of lines, but it's not that obvious. It really doesn't do anything. I still feel so confident with it. I got this from China, so this is one of the things I've been using. And I just started using this. As you can see, I felt like everyone sold fake around me. I felt so I just decided to patiently wait for this to come in. So I ordered this and it came in after like 1 month and 2 weeks. So I just started using this, and this is something else that really helped me, it really helped me like firm back my skin. This is shea butter and this is the one I use postpartum, and as you can see I still have a little bit of it left even though I have stopped using it. So my stretch mark wasn't that bad, or isn't so bad. I can still go out and decide to wear a bikini and feel so comfortable in my skin. It's there, but it's not that bad. I felt I was going to have wrinkled tummy and all of that. Like I said before, no disrespect to you or whoever. If this is the kind of tummy you have, it's a souvenir. What else? What else? My weight. Okay, so prior to my wedding, or should I say after my wedding, or okay, let's start from prior to my wedding. I normally weigh usually a 70-75 in kg. Yeah, I weigh from 70 to 75. I've never really exceeded 75 kg. But during my wedding plans and everything, I dropped a little bit of weight. So I noticed after my wedding, I weighed 68 or 67 kg thereabouts. And during pregnancy, I weighed up to 85, but then I felt I weighed so much. And to be sincere, that's why I'm talking about my weight. To be sincere, 85 kg wasn't so much for a pregnant woman who had a very big baby in her tummy, because my baby was born at 4.2 kg. So after the last time I weighed and I noticed I was 85 kg, I went home. I decided to cut back on my meals. I wasn't taking as much nutrients as I needed. So what happened was I didn't add weight in pregnancy, and I was so happy. Like, I'm not fat, I'm not, I'm still like Sissy cool. But right now, after childbirth, with this body I have, I wish I had eaten more healthy foods. I usually eat, but I didn't take in as much as I was supposed to, because I noticed that after childbirth I was underweight. So I told you, after I got married, before I got pregnant, I was about 68, but after childbirth I dropped to 60. You can imagine. So I was so underweight. I had to go on supplements. I had to, before you see me look the way I'm looking right now, I have to take blood tonic, like do things to just build back my system, because bringing forth a whole baby is no joke. So I had to take blood tonic and rest more. I had to eat a lot, and because I'm breastfeeding, it is almost impossible to put on that weight as I would love. I would love to be more big, not big, but fleshy, sort of, if I must say. And it's impossible right now, hopefully till I stop breastfeeding, because I think that weight should have come when I was pregnant. I should have eaten better, put on some good weight so that by the time I'm breastfeeding, even if I was supposed to shade some weight, it wouldn't take a toll on me and I wouldn't have to look so skinny or to be underweight. But right now I'm enjoying this body. I'm seeing this as my ideal body and I'm enjoying every bit of it until I get to add the weight that I want to add, maybe 2 kg or 3. Right now I'm at I think I'm at 67. I'm back to where I used to be when I got married. I'm at 67 kg right now, but I'm looking forward to being at 73 kg. So I have a lot of work to do, a lot of protein shakes to take. So what else? What else? So being that I didn't, do the vaginal delivery, I had a C-section. There's really nothing going on down there. Everything is just still how it was. And for my, do I have regrets about my scar? Definitely not, because um, that was one thing I was trying to avoid. So if you've, I don't know if I had put it out there that I had to have an emergency C-section, because normally I was trying to avoid having a C-section because I know my skin is prone to having keloids. So keloids are these very dark, hard scars that are left on your skin after an injury. So I knew I was prone to having keloids and I was just totally trying to avoid it, but for one reason or the other I still had to do an emergency C-section. But during my C-section, because when you're under the knife, the way it's done now in the health sector is you won't be totally asleep, you won't be put to sleep totally, so you are still very conscious of your environment. So I had to tell the surgeon that I know I'm prone to keloids. I don't know if there's anything you can do, to reduce how the mark would appear, because I know it's definitely going to come. And so they sent, my husband was asked to buy a medicine. I didn't check, I was under the knife, so I wouldn't have known. And I was injected just after surgery, at that site. And it wasn't so bad, the scar isn't so bad, so it doesn't really bother me. That's not, like, it doesn't even bother me at all. And what else? Do I wish to gain weight? Yes, I do. Do I love my body as I look right now? Of course I do. At times I look at my tummy and I'm like, oh, do you want to have a surgery? Yes, definitely. I would love to. So I discussed this with my family and they were like, hey, you want to go under the knife? You want to die? You want to, how Nigerian parents can be. So I just shut it off. But if I am opportune to someday, I definitely will. Definitely. So another thing I noticed after childbirth was that my tummy got darker. So I'm one of those people who has skin discoloration. So my tummy even just made it worse. After pregnancy, when my tummy just went back, my tummy got darker. So of all the creams I've used, of all the soaps I've used, it really hasn't lightened, but it is better than it was before. And does that one bother me? Yes, it does, because why should I be light skinned every other place and then my tummy is dark? Yeah, it does bother me. Am I still trying to work it out? Definitely. Definitely. If you know me, you would know how much I love cosmetics. I can just walk into a store and I'm ready to try something new. So definitely I'm still trying to work on it. I hope I'm not talking so much or so fast. So I'm just going to put this out there to the single ladies, or to those who aren't pregnant yet, married, maybe you're just newly married and you're not yet pregnant. Those things you see on the internet are for the internet. That is them. Do you understand? People won't usually tell you everything. That is their body. Do you get? So if I was depending on the pictures I saw on Pinterest, I was already having a mental breakdown that by the time I'm done with this pregnancy, my body won't look the same. But glory be to God that I was done with pregnancy and I didn't even have even a bit of what I saw on Pinterest. So do well to, find out how your genes are in your family. How was your mom when she was pregnant? How was her tummy? Did she have stretch marks? Did she have wrinkled tummy after delivery? Does she usually have scars, or do her scars fade away after some time? Those are things to find out, and not to base your decisions or your thoughts on the internet. You would pass out, you would just die, you will have a mental breakdown. So don't do that. And also, if you're a new mom, love your body. So one thing I tried doing after c-section was I tried to get to snap back immediately. And still, speaking on mental breakdown, it was it for me, because I was trying to use tummy belts already, just few weeks postpartum, c-section. That is what the internet did to me. Yes. But after I had to go back to the hospital because my site got infected and there was pus there, then I knew that, see, this life, you don't have two of it. So take care of this one that you have, this one you are living with right now. Do well to take care of it so well. So don't put that pressure on yourself of, I need my body to get back immediately. I love my body so much. I love my body speaks confidence for me. I love it that when I look in the mirror, I love how I look. So it was a thing for me. I would definitely want to get my body back in a space, but don't put so much pressure. It's going to come, definitely. So I was the one who was saying, I want my tummy to be snap, but I want to be slim. But now I have lost all of the weight and I'm now looking for how to be fat. That's the irony of life. And I want to have a flat tummy. And even the tummy I have right now, I don't even think it was because I belly binded. I feel it would have still come naturally because I'm breastfeeding and my uterus is still contracting. So just don't put pressure on yourself, okay? Love yourself. Do the bit you can. The bit I did for my tummy and my stretch mark was I got products I felt would work, and glory be to God, the product worked. Okay, do the ones you can, and the one you cannot, just let it be. All right. That's basically all. And until next time, thank you so much for watching my video. Please do also watch my previous videos in case you have not. Do well to watch my previous videos, all right? And like this video, comment, subscribe, and click on the notifications bell so anytime I put up a video, you'll be the first to be notified. Okay, thank you so much, and ta-da.